my little Tattle Tells, yo, Cynthia Bailey is back in the news, and this time she's letting us know a little bit about Big Brother. She's also giving us a little glimpse into her marriage with Marital. Is there trouble in paradise? Let's be nosy and get into the mess. Now listen, recollections may vary. Some people think Cynthia was doing the absolute least on Big Brother and managed to coast her way through. I actually happen to think she's a mastermind that used her Pisces cunning to be friends to everyone but no one at the same time and make it to the top 3, higher than any housewife has ever made it. Listen, you guys gotta respect game when you see it. I see you, Cynthia. But one thing that everybody's talking about is that fight between her and Todd Bridges. Remember how everybody was just like, ooh, well, okay, everybody was me. Ooh, yes, Cynthia, I give it to her. Finally, I like that. I know that's right. Well, guess what? Cynthia's already backtracked from that epic dragging, right? That she gave Todd. Now, she gave it in, a classy Cynthia way, right? But she's already backtracking. And guess what she's blaming it on? Instead of just standing 10 toes down and be like, yeah, I said it. Cynthia's trying to say that menopause made her flip out on Todd. Y'all, let's get into the story because you're not going to believe this. Okay, so in the article, right, they're saying that Cynthia Bailey from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Celebrity Big Brother will be a guest on the Emmy Award-winning series, The Doctors. Cynthia opens up about a variety of topics, including making it to the final 3 of Celebrity Big Brother. I know that's right, you better brag, right? No small feat, and I don't think she got there by accident. And the ups and downs of her marriage to Marital, why she left the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and reveals which was tougher, being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta or Celebrity Big Brother. Now get this. This is what she says about Celebrity Big Brother. It was hard. Cynthia told Dr. Aishin Orden about making it to Celebrity Big Brother finals. I thought in some small way that being on the Real Housewives for 11 years would prepare me for the Celebrity Big Brother. And it did not in any way prepare me for being on Big Brother. But I will say that it was one of the most incredible experiences about my life. All right, Cynthia, yeah, we get the niceties. Get to that good part. Now listen, Cynthia talked about getting into it with Todd Bridges. She said, first of all, let me just say that was one of my regrets. Cynthia, why was that one of your regrets when Todd was dead wrong? You can't be everybody's friend or neutral in every situation. What does that one guy say? You cannot stand still on a moving train. It's impossible. Life is a moving train, but let's get into this. I wasn't and still a huge fan of Todd Bridges. I watched him my whole life. He was one of my favorite castmates that were in the house. You know when you're in the house and you have no access, no outlets or anything. Cynthia, what does it have to do? Anyway, you have no phone, you have no TV, you have no way to decompress, and everything is a big deal. Baby. But Todd was the only one that got gully and put some bass in his voice. For you, Cynthia. So clearly something ain't adding up, right? I spent my birthday in the Big Brother house. I turned 55 years old. Wow, she looks really good for 55. And I'm in full pre-menopause. So I have mood swings. And I'm having hot flashes, and this man is like coming for me, and I'm like, listen, I can't regulate temperature. I can't turn my own lights off and on, and I'm like literally having a hot flash at this moment right now, but we made it right, and that's my boy, and we're able to move on. Listen, here's the thing with Cynthia that I always wonder. Cynthia is almost obsessed with being liked and being the nice one and being sweet, even when it makes no sense. This man came for you. He was disrespectful to you. You rightfully pushed back and let him know what's up. You stood up for yourself and everybody was happy. And then you turn around and say that menopause made you do it because you were having a hot flash. You didn't even really get into it with Todd. You literally were like, no, you shut the F up. And then said, I love everybody. You know what? I don't care what y'all say. Cynthia was very, very, very crafty at the way she played it. Speaking of which, right? Let's talk about Cynthia Marital. Now, as you know, there have been a lot of rumors and speculation, I know I started some of them, about whether Cynthia was actually returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta. My sources are saying that they want her back. Andy Cohen, go watch my last video, also said that they were interested in having Cynthia back. Okay, great. So what's the problem? Here's the thing, right? Some people said that Cynthia was on the show and said, I'm not coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, first of all, don't believe anything they say because they love the element of surprise. Second of all, don't forget that Cynthia actually did tell Page Six that the reason she left Real Housewives of Atlanta is because she wanted to protect her marriage to sportscaster Mike Hill. She literally said, after going through my divorce with my ex, Peter Thomas, I'm very protective of my second marriage because, you know, I really wanted to work. And we wanted to work too. I love Cynthia and Mike. Chill, right? And I want to do everything that I can to protect him and to protect Mike, right? Now listen, she said that Bravo's show is a little bit of a slippery slope. At times and not always the most positive atmosphere to bring your family and your husband into. This is true, and this is something that a lot of people talk about with the reality TV curse. However, Candy and Todd are still going strong. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I do think this. I think that the reasons why some people look at it as a curse is because I feel like people that are not actually secure in their marriage, and by not being secure, I mean they realize there's a power imbalance. A lot of women realize there's something wrong and they don't have the financial means. So I think they approach the housewives because they look at that as a conduit to actually escape, to find freedom. Now the thing is, right? Here's the thing with Cynthia. Cynthia and Mike seem pretty solid. But then again, Cynthia knows her marriage more than anyone. And maybe at that time, because they offer her the friend role, she figured it wasn't really worth fighting for. Des hit at this and she said, honestly, whether we were on a show or not, I don't think it would have worked out by now. She's talking about her marriage to Peter Thomas. Now, let me be very clear. I don't think being on the show helps your relationships. But she did say that Peter Thomas literally had so many problems that the show kind of accelerated it. Again, Cynthia echoes my point. If your relationship is not solid and there's issue you guys are dealing with, those issues are going to play out. Whether you own the show or not, it just is what it is. And then she goes on to say, while the show is not a single contributing factor to the turmoil in our relationship, and now she's talking about Peter's relationship, right? RHOA had a lot to do with it. Reality TV can be a blessing and a curse, and it provides tremendous opportunities, but it also puts one hell of a strain on the relationship if the foundation is not solid. She goes on to reiterate that she really wants her marriage to Mike Hill to wants us to know that Mike wasn't the one to pressure her to leave. She said Mike is supportive either way, but I think he's very excited for me to be in on television in other ways that's a little bit less drama based. I know that's right. If you can get your bag and make your star rise without being dragged and having your business in the street, go for it. But what do you guys actually think of this? She says that she wants to protect her relationship to Mike Hill. That's one of the factors why she didn't return. But then she also said that RHOA didn't end her and Peter's marriage, but it played a big role in it falling apart. Y'all, did she just tell us in a roundabout way that she doesn't feel like her marriage to Mike Hill is that secure? Don't forget that Mike is still close friends with all the women he used to date. Now, I'm not saying nothing going on. Don't put my name on anything. But I don't know. And then there's those comments Mike made. What do y'all think? Now I really want to see Cynthia back on RHOA. All right, y'all, let me know in the comments.